Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am busy doing the sleeves on the little lemon cardigan. I have that's the back. The back and the two fronts done. And I am just up to the armholes on the first sleeve. So it'll not take too long for this one, and then I'll be able to get on to the pink rosebud one. But I'll put that down for a minute. And I have been doing a swatch for the this is for the grey and white one that I'm doing for Sue. It's very light grey, it's like a silver grey that I'm doing it with, and doing the two strands. This is the second swatch I did. The first one I did with the white and I did with this grey. But I didn't like this one because it was the grey, it's a darker grey and it was more predominant than the white. You could hardly notice the white on it, and I didn't like it, so I opted for, I think I have enough of the silver grey to do it with that's the silver grey and that's the white. Those are the two that I'm using for this one. That was the same colour as I did for the last one, but I had to do a swatch because the last one I did, I never wrote any instructions down for it, and I wasn't sure what size needles I had used, so I had to work it out. So I did the first swatch with the other grey and that, and I more or less worked out, I think it's 4 stitches to the inch, and I'm not sure about I have a tape measure somewhere. I had a tape measure somewhere, I seem to have lost it. Oh, there it is. And I think I'm doing, not sure whether it's 5.5 or 6 rows to the inch. Doesn't really matter because I just measure it as I'm going, you know, and that'll tell me how many rows I need to do for the inch. It's hard to tell, like when measuring it. It could be 5.5 rows. I think it's maybe 5.5 rows to the inch, but it's only 4 stitches to the inch, so there'll be a lot less stitches. And it's when you knit 2 strands together like that, it's, well, there are 8, double knitting is 8 ply. Now Aran is 10 ply. But we put 2 strands together, that counts as 16 strands. So I'm not sure how many strands chunky is. I'd have to look that up. But I think it's nearer the chunky, the mark. I've done it on 5.5mm needles. I tried it on 4.5 first, and then I did a couple of rows, but it was far too tight, so I went to 5, and I thought that was still a little bit tight as well, so I went to 5.5, and that seems to be about the right tightness and the thickness and the stitches. So that's what I've worked out anyways, 4 stitches to the inch. It's a 36 I'm doing, so the measurement, the finished measurement will be 38. So for the back will be measure 19 inches. So you have multiply 19 by 4, which is, somebody tell me, I can't work things like that out in my head. 2 19s is 38. 76. So I'm going to need 70 stitches for the back. 76 stitches for the back for that one anyway. So that's that one sorted for when I start knitting that one. And I did a bit of crochet this morning. So I now have the 3 balls to send to Angela. I'm not going to the post office today. I'm going to wait until tomorrow, and because I have 1 or 2 other things to do tomorrow. So I'll go out in my car and I'll take the balls and post them to Angela tomorrow, with 1 or 2 patterns that I do have to post as well. So that's that done. And I haven't done any more on my blankets, which I should be doing, my two rows, but hey, I'm going to do a bit more of this while I'm sitting here talking. And it's been a nice sunny day today. You know, when I get a few of these orders and that sorted, I'm getting back out in my garden to tidy it up before the winter, because I haven't really been doing anything in my garden. I've had too many orders to get through. But I was downstairs this morning and I was tidying up my living room, because my living room, with me doing all the knitting and that down there, the whole place, the living room, was just cluttered with everything to do with knitting. I still have all the books and that to sort out, but I think I need some sort of cabinet up here that I can put all my books, and I have lots of notebooks as well. These are all notebooks that I write things in when I knit anything, and the same with the larger one that I write the actual pattern into. So my living room needed a really good tidy, vacuumed everything, and it just looks empty now without everything, because my coffee table was full of computers and everything else on the desk. There was all the knitting needles, and I had my trolley, which I have up here now. You can't see it, it's slower than the computer. I brought that upstairs now. So I think there's just my books and things I need to sort out to bring up here. But my dining room is still cluttered with all the stuff that I do for printing my patterns out and everything I do to do with the patterns and all that. But that'll have to stay down there because my printer's down there, and I'm not shifting my printer because there's not really any way to put it in here. But I do need the table, my dining table, to write on, and my kitchen table to write on, to cut out the little cards that I put in with the patterns so you don't bend them in the envelope. But it's funny, I've never sat in my living room the last 2 nights. If any of my neighbours has been wondering where I am, because there's been no light on in the living room, and I'm upstairs in this back room all the time now. But that's the way things are. Like, I prefer being up here now, and it's much better. And like, I'm seeing everything, all the clutter and everything is up here now instead of downstairs in my living room. So if anyone comes in, they'll not be moving this bag of knitting and that bag of wool and out the way to sit down on a chair. So that was just a little bit to keep you updated with what I'm doing. I don't know what is my next crochet thing. I'll have to have a look in my book. Where is it? I've lost my book for my... oh, it's on there. To see what the next crochet thing is I've got to do, because I'm still doing the crochet in the morning. think the next, I have a set to do for Emma, a set of yarn balls, but I also have a set to do for Katie, who she wanted them for Christmas, I think, for her mum. So they are probably the next ones. I should do Katie's and then I'll be doing Emma's. But they are ones I'm doing just for a couple of hours in the morning. The rest of the time is to do with my knitting. Once I finish the two, this lemon one and the pink rosebud one, I'm just going to carry on with just the larger cardigans to get them finished, because they do take a lot longer to knit. And I'm making sure I'm on the right stitch here. So anyway, that's my bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.